Hello everyone, my name is Nestor Falcon, and in this session we will cover how to create an advanced dashboard using DX dashboards from AIOps solution. So this is going to be the goal of today. We're going to build a multi-layer overview dashboards that contain data from business, application, infrastructure, network, mainframe, and logs. So we will try to cover how to create this dashboard in about 10 minutes. Let's get started. Create a new dashboard from scratch. And we're going to start by building all the tiles for the different layers on the left. So we're going to choose the text visualization, and we're going to edit the title and also the drill down information. So now I'm going to clone this. So I'm going to save the dashboard. And I'm going to start cloning or duplicating this to have it 6 times. Perfect, and I'm going to start building my layout for the dashboard. So we said that the second layer is going to be application, and we will drill down into the application dashboard. We'll take care of the hyperlinks after. So we're going to have business, application, infrastructure, network, mainframe, and logs. So in the interest of time, I have completed all my tiles for the different layers. I have also edited the submenu with the hyperlinks. And now we are ready to start building the rest of the charts. So let's start adding 2 business KPIs for the first business layer. So we add a new panel. We specify the query that we want to use. So we're going to pull data from Elastic this time, and I'm going to get services metrics. Let's say I want to focus on digital banking service, and I'm going to represent the health average we're going to change this to connect null values. This is looking good, so let's add some more details to this panel. So just change some cosmetic details and then put a title to the panel. Okay, very good for now. Now I'm going to clone this, duplicate, and I'm going to change to display another KPI, like for example, risk. And let's fit this in the first layer of my dashboard. Okay, layer 1 is completed. We have 2 KPIs related to my business, and now let's continue by the application layer. So for now, I'm going to also duplicate this. I'm going to make it smaller because I want to fit 3 different metrics here. And I'm going to change the details of this panel. So I'm going to call this average response time. And I'm going to change the metric that I want to display. I will be pulling data from the APM metric index. So notice how I have used a wildcard to choose all the indexes that contain the aggregation level. And I'm going to use this query. I'm going to filter by metric name and also the host where this APM agent is running. And I'm going to choose to display the average of the metric value. There we go. And I will also set an alert or a threshold to say, give me an alert if we hit a response time above 1400 for now. Good. So I'm going to save. And I'm going to clone this one again and one more time. So, okay, let's change the name. This one is going to be response per interval. And the metric is also going to be different. And for this one, I'm going to remove the threshold, the alert. And finally, we're going to have here errors per interval. So we have completed our second layer, the application layer. Note also the nice drill down capability we have. So I have put there a link to the application URL dashboard. So we can link from the overview dashboard into this one. Now for the infrastructure and network, we have good dashboards already created. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy some panels from those dashboards and I'm going to bring them here. So it will be pretty easy to copy paste a panel from a different dashboard. Let me show you how. So this, for example, the VMware performance dashboard. It's already created. It's pulling data from UIM. And I'm going to come here and select copy. So it has been copied now. And going back here, I'm going to add a panel. And here in top, you see we have the option to paste the copied panel. So I'm going to drag it and put it in the infrastructure layer. So let me just change the size and we're going to edit that because it is using a variable here that we're going to change. All right. So let me do the same for the other panels, CPU, memory, and disk. So we have completed also the infrastructure layer. We have now business, application, and infrastructure. For the network side, I will also use some panels from other network dashboards. So I'm going to paste the panel from a different dashboard and paste the second one. I will explain them in a second. Let me move them under the network layer. Excellent, and let me save. So just to explain briefly what is this panel about. So we're pulling data from the Spectrum Alarms Index, and we're just grouping by host. It's quite simple. It's just giving me an overview of all the alarm hosts impacted, and we are segregating by host. And this is pretty much the same kind of data, but the visualization is different. We have chosen here a graph instead of a pie chart. But that's going to give us an idea of the alarm volume over time. What we can do, if we want more details, I can add here an hyperlink to a very nice dashboard having additional information about networks. So if I click there, let me save. It's going to take me to a more detailed dashboard about network. There we go. We have a top 10 spectrum alarms, a heat map, and some more information related to the network status of my infrastructure. So let's now put some data into the mainframe layer. So we're going to add a new panel. And this time I want to use a gauge. I'm going to pull from Elastic. And the index I'm going to choose is going to be all alarms. And I'm going to filter by product to get all the alarms impacting mainframe. And we also need to change here the visualization. It's not the mean, but the count, the total, sorry. And we can also set a threshold of 2, for example. So now I'm going to duplicate this panel twice because I want to show a single stat for all the critical alarms and all the major alarms. So let's edit this. Say that I want to show only critical. I'm gonna change this to single stat. Show total number of critical alarms. I'm gonna set some thresholds here. I'm gonna say I'm going to color the background to show the critical alarms. And I also want to put a prefix here to indicate that this is the critical alarms. Excellent. Actually, I'm going to duplicate this one and remove this one. I'm going to change this, change the severity, and the color of the background. So I can do that by changing the threshold. So we fall in the orange category. And the prefix. Excellent. Let me just remove the name of this panel. And I'm going to duplicate to show also mainframe log error events. So I'm going to put it here, make it smaller. There we go. And now I'm going to show different data here. So this time I'm going to pull from syslog. And I'm going to change the filter to show give me only data that contains the keyword mainframe and also fatal. The idea is to detect any kind of event that is being logged through syslog or mainframe syslog and contains these two keywords. And now I'm going to change the visualization, error events. I'm going to change here the results. And we are ready. So we're actually showing alerts related to mainframe and also any kind of events that contains the keyword mainframe and fatal in it. So let's now enrich the mainframe layer with some metrics here. And again, I'm going to use the mainframe performance dashboard to copy some of the charts we have in there. So this is the mainframe performance overview. And from here, I can just copy some of these nice charts. So I'm going to copy it. Back to my dashboard, we click at panel, it goes to the top, we paste it, and now I can drag it to my mainframe layer, right below my KPIs. So I can make this a little bit bigger to accommodate the chart. So let me do the same for two other metric charts. So it's now completed. We have finished the mainframe layer. We have the total number of alerts. We have some tiles to show the critical majors and also the error events. And below we have some key metrics for my mainframe infrastructure as well. And let's finish now with the logs layer in the bottom. So for this also we have some syslogs, dashboards with panels that I can reuse, and I will show in a moment how to do that. I will just change the filter to show syslog events related to mainframe. So I have copied these two panels, and as you can see, it's pulling from Elasticsearch. We have specified the syslog index, and we have filtered to show syslog events coming from mainframe and with the keyword failed. For the other one, we are also reading from the syslog event, but this time we're filtering by syslog program equal to mainframe, and we're also segregating by syslog hostname. So we have completed our dashboard. As we said at the beginning, we have 6 different layers, starting by the business overview, showing like some service-related KPIs like health and risk. Then we have the application layer that contains some key metrics coming from APM domain tools, like average response, responses per interval, and errors per interval. We have also set a threshold here to visually display that the average response time is above the threshold. Then we have some metrics from the infrastructure layer that we have copied from our VMware domain monitoring tools. Then some data related to network to show us the alarm host pie chart and also data over time. And then finally, we have the mainframe layer that shows us the alerts coming from MOI, and finally log data related to mainframe in this case. So we have completed this advanced dashboard. Thank you for watching.